Good day. So this is the part 2 of our discussion in regular falsi method. So syempre, example number 2 na tayo. So for example number 2, the given is obtain the second root from the given function using false position or regular falsi method. Terminate the process if the absolute error ER natin is 0.01%. And tabulate the results. Round off your answer to 4 decimal places. So, ang given function is 3x squared minus sin x minus e raised to x. So, equate lang natin siya to 0. So, we tabulate the possible initial integer function limit values. Oops. So, by the table, meron kang root between negative 1 and 0. Tama? Kasi, positive to. Ito, naging negative. So, it crosses the x line. So, pag nag-cross sa x line, ibig sabihin, meron kang root doon. So, this is root 1. And then, from x 1 and 2, okay. So, ito, from negative to positive, ito yung second root mo. Kasi, nag-change ng sign. And then, ito yung pangatlo natin, plus minus. So, this is the third root. Pero, ang kailangan natin is dito sa second root. Kasi, yun yung tanong ng problem. Second root. So, ang second root natin is 1 to 2. So, ito yung magiging x1, x0 natin. Ito magiging x1. So, ito, as you can see, there are 3 roots. So, pakita rin sa graph. So, this is root 1. Ito yung between 1 and 0. Tama. Ay, negative 1 and 0. And then, between 1 and 2. So, ito yung second root. Ito yung mahalaga ngayon. And then, between 3 and 4. Ito pala yun. Which is ito. So, tama yung nasa ano. Tama rin yung. So, bakit may. Okay. So, x1 natin is 1. x1 natin is 2. So, first iteration. So, yan. x0 is equal to 1. x1 is equal to 2. Ito, sa substitute natin yung xo natin dun sa function. Sa function na 3x squared minus sin x minus e raised to x. Okay? So, problem is 3x squared minus sin x minus e raised to x equal to 0. So, di ba yun nga, isa-substitute natin yung 1 and 2 sa function, pero nakuha na natin siya kanina, which is negative 0.5598, tsaka 3.7016. So, yun nga. Yan yung XOF, FXO and FX1 natin. So, get natin yung X2. So, X2 is equal to 2 minus 3.7016 times the quantity 2 minus 1 all over 3.7016 minus negative 0.5598. So, x2 natin will be 1.1314 for the first iteration. Yun yung sa substitute natin sa function. So, 3 times the quantity 1.1314 squared minus sine 1.1314 minus e raised to 1.1314. So, fx2 natin is equal to negative 0.1648. So, replace xo with x2. And then, sa second iteration, so, napalitan lang yung xo natin. with the previous value of x2. So, ayun yung sa-substitute natin para makuha yung new value ni x2. So, 2 minus 3.7016 times 2 minus 1.1314 all over 3.7016 minus the negative of 0.1648 or equal ang x2 natin for second iteration 1.1684. Then, sa substitute natin, so 3 1 point times 1.1684 squared minus sine 1.1684 minus e raised to 1.1684 with the resulting value of fx2 natin is equal to negative 0.0415. So, replace natin x2 with x2. So, sa second iteration, doon na tayo magsisimulang mag-relative error. So, relative error is the present x2 minus the previous x2 all over the present x2. So, naka-absolute value siya. Okay, ito yung absolute value. Itong ano to, tatandaan nyo na, absolute value siya. Absolute value. Times 100%. So, ang ER natin will be, sa second iteration or iteration is 3.1667%. Then, the third iteration, napalitan yung XO with X2. Diba? So, ang kukuha tayo ng new value in x2. So, x2 is equal to x1 minus fx1 minus the quantity x1 minus xo all over fx1 minus fxo. So, ang x2 natin na makukuha is 1.1776. So, sa third iteration pa rin. So, sa substitute natin yung 1.1776 to 3x squared minus sin x minus e raised to x. Makukuha natin fx2 is equal to negative 0.0100. Replace xo with x2. So, absolute error is 1.1776 minus 1.1684 all over 1.1776. So, absolute value times 100% is 0.7812%. Fourth iteration, x2 natin. So, paulit-ulit lang siya ng way ng pag-solve. Nag-change yung x, xo, x2. x2, ganun lang siya. So, the fourth iteration ng x2 natin is 1.1798. And then, fx2 natin is negative 0.0025. So, replace xo with x2. Ang relative error natin is 0.1865%. So, hindi pa siya less than 0.01. So, tuloy pa rin. Fifth iteration, 1.1798. Ang xo natin. 2 ang x1. So, x2 natin will be 1.1804. And then, substitute to 3x squared minus sin x minus e raised to x. Ang f of x2 natin is negative 0.0004. So, replace xo with x2. Then, relative error is 1.1804 minus 1.1798 over 1.1804 times 100%. So, 0.0508%. So, tuloy pa rin. 6th iteration. XO with 1.1804, X12. X2 natin is 2 minus 3.7016 times 2 minus 1.1804 all over 3.7016 minus the quantity negative 0.0004. So, X2 natin is 1.1805. And then, so substitute natin siya to 3x squared minus sin x minus ex to get the value of fx2 negative 0.0001. So, relative error 1.1805 minus 1.1804 over 1.1805 times 100%. relative error is 0.0085%. So, since less than na siya sa 0.01% per minute process, ang root natin will be x2, 1.1805. And then, this is the tabulated answers for question number 2 or for example number 2. Ito yung root. Ito yung value na fx2. So, approximately 0 na talaga siya. So, yan. So, for queries, so there's my Facebook account and my email address. If you have some questions, contact me on that for clarification or some comments. Pwede rin. So, hoping na intindihan nyo yung false position method natin. Ingat, and we will have an exam. So, sasabihin ko na ng exam. So, etong false position is kasama sa next exam with second method. So, ito lang yung part 1 ng exam. So, may part 2, second method. So, panoorin nyo yung second method. So, ingat po and God bless.